Oscar Bevis, IFL TV, proudly sponsored by Everlast here in London. It's Joe Joyce Fight Week, and Ismael Salas joins me. Thank you very much. How are you?
Yeah, very good, very good. Thanks. Just ready for the fight. It's the few days ahead of the fight, and we are ready.
How nice is it that Joe gets to fight this week? I know there's been a lot of noise in the background, and you can kind of forget about everything else in terms of Parker and Dillian Whyte and Fury, and just focus on this week.
Yeah, yes. For me, it's what we say. We need to focus now in the opponent. The hammer, and we're making ready for this Saturday fight. Is the main. The another things is another things, but what we have to take care of is Saturday.
How much of the camp did you spend working on sort of tactics for Joseph Parker?
Yeah, man, we've been working like 8 to 9 weeks before, and then we had to break down all the. I sent him back here to London, and he come back when we knew already the July 2nd, and we need to reprogram everything. With Parker is different fundamentals. With this one is different fundamentals. So, but luckily, Joe is very dedicated in his training, so it's no big deal. For us, it's no big deal.
Has there been any kind of frustration shown, perhaps, from the team as a whole in the fact that, look, we know Joe wanted a big fight. Yeah. It's not the big fight that he wanted. He'll have a big fight next. But has there been some slight frustration in the team?
It's a lot of frustration, because if you see the Joe age is already 37 plus, so we cannot waste any more time, So we need to just be ready for the big fight coming. But what is fast is fast. We need to beat everything on Saturday, and then we have to think the bigger picture,
What sort of fight do you expect Christian Hammer to bring for Joe?
Yeah, if you see all his record, he's a very durable fighter. He go for he go for war, And of course, I've been seeing him like he getting a bit old, but from this old wolf, I call him the old wolf, you never can expect anything,
And if Joe is to win on Saturday night, do you expect him to get in front of the cameras and start calling for these guys that we spoke about before, like the likes of Joseph Parker?
He must throw he shoot out what he feeling, because he's really very frustrated. Unfortunately, I try to, give a motivation, you know what I mean? It's my job, But it's time. The next fight has to be the good one. No matter who. Yeah.
Who would you prefer out of the options of Dillian Whyte, Tyson Fury, and Joseph Parker, of the names sort of floated about?
If you're talking about priority, I prefer Tyson Fury, for the paycheck, and it will be a great fight. Remember, your choice is no wider. Your choice is no wider. Your choice is no Dillian Whyte. With your choice, Tyson Fury, with all my respect, he need to take care of the business very well.
Well, we look forward to seeing Joe in the ring and seeing potentially what happens after. One thing I did just want to question you on before I let you go is you're Dennis Ugas, and I saw some news about him, or you guys saying that you want him to fight Jaron Ennis. Is that something that's been spoken about formally?
Then actually, Ugas no need to fight with Ennis. Ennis is a new fighter. He's a great fighter. He's a new fighter, but I think for Ugas, he's already passed the test. For Ugas, I prefer to be with they have, we fought already with Champ Porter, and Danny Garcia moved up to 154. So they have a few guys we can fight better name for better pay, because your Danny Ugas is like Joe. When you get some age, you just go for the big paycheck, and it's opportunity right now. Working with the PBC, with Al Haymon, always is a big money for the boy,
We know, obviously, your Dennis Ugas is a world-class fighter, so I suppose, like you said, is that why there's no need to fight Jaron Ennis? We know he's world.
If any have to prove, he should fight the second class, like Stagnoni. He can fight with Stagnoni. So is the two come in fighter? Okay, go ahead with Stagnoni. But after that, okay, you go for, look, Champorte no, Crawford will fight with Spence. So forget this fight. You know what I mean? Champorte retired. Who else? You have one guy, Ortiz. He's the guy, why? And he can fight with Ortiz. Yeah. And then he can prove it. Yeah. They have three guys in between can fight each other, and then they prove who is the number one. Let's make tournament. Ortiz, Ennis, Stagnoni. Okay, go for it. Who is the better? Okay, you go.
I like the sound of that. Obviously, from a UK perspective, we have Conor Benn at welterweight. Just kind of your thoughts on where Conor Benn fits into that scene.
Yeah. I saw, by coincidence, he went down to Aubergine for a sparring. And he did a great sparring. I saw his last fight, very convincing win, very, very convincing. He won. And I hope to see him to look in this. He can go to these three. Okay, we had one more. Yeah. So you guys, you have to prove yourself fast, and then you go for the big payday. Yeah. You know.
Download the Everlast Fitness app and find your greatness within.